Get sidetracked.
Okay, so today I'm going to try to talk about Cha in Thailand. So basically Cha is very close to Hua Hin. I'm going to show it on the map. And one of the things that was interesting about Cha it's basically the cheaper version of Hua Hin. And I went there because I wanted to see what these little towns are like. Cha I've also seen it in the place that a lot of Scandinavians go to, so I wanted to see that as well. I love the streets of typical Thailand, so I'll show lots of pictures of the beaches, but this one street I stayed at was, these are the housing that I stayed in one of these two-story balcony kind of places. And man, I love that about Thailand, just these little narrow streets with these housing that looks like this, so beautiful and colorful. I see these everywhere in Thailand. It makes me want to live in one of them someday. I'm sure I will. Cha is just kind of a quaint little place. I met some Russian people too. There's all kinds of tourists that come up here. Most of them are Scandinavians and most of them are retired. Let's see. Basically Cha is just kind of a cheaper place for beach people. So there are tourists here. I've met Russians, and here's a picture of some guy in a Speedo in the middle of the street trying to buy something. It's not typical. Most people are Thai. You can also see in Thailand, and where the locals go, they usually like to have a lot of shade coverage, and they just sit and eat and enjoy the beach and the ocean. But they want to be covered by as much shade as they can. I also just want to share lots of pictures of the of the stuff that people do on the ocean. So there's your boats, and you can water ski or whatever, and horses. People going up and down the horses. It's kind of typical Thailand. So basically, you can kind of get a sense of how typical it is for Thai beaches, how non-touristic it is, and actually how cheap it is too. So. And so basically what I did was, if you go inland a little bit, that's where the buses come in, and you have to walk maybe a kilometer. Usually you wouldn't walk, there's not a lot to do. There are lots of Scandinavian things there, so there's, I saw some used bookstores, I saw guest houses, so there are quite a few things there. Also, let me see. So, and basically what I did is I walked maybe like 2 or 3 kilometers one direction down the beach, and then I walked back, and then I walked the other way a couple of kilometers. It's quite similar. There's some key spots where people might go. I'll put it on the map. Basically, this is where I stayed, and this is a street where there's some bars for a lot of your older expats that might go there. So so basically, Cha has things for foreigners. That's all I'm going to share about Cha. So if you wanted to see a little bit of what it looked like, this is basically it. But with a combination of Hua Hin nearby, and I'll show some pictures later of Hua Hin. It's quite an interesting little space if you're a person who wants a beach and you want something that's very cheap and affordable. If you're a foreigner or an expat and you have the money to be an expat or be a retiree. Okay, this is Get Sidetracked, and this is Cha Thailand. All right, so this is Get Sidetracked. If you like this channel, please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel.